Google VEO 3 just changed the game because you can now turn images into videos and add your own audio. So your AI content doesn't just look real, it finally sounds real. So if you want to become the face of your own AI videos or create scroll-stopping ads without ever picking up a camera, well, in this video, I'll show you how to build a consistent AI version of yourself using VEO 3. Let's dive into it.
So that was pretty cool, right? As you just saw, you can now turn any image into a talking video using one of the most realistic video generators in the world. So I want to make this video to show you exactly how to do this, and it is going to be a slightly longer video because there are a few different workflows that you can use to really get the best results out of these tools. So I'm going to start off by showing you how to use VEO, which is a tool we're going to be using to make these talking videos of whoever you want. And then I'm also going to show you how you can use VEO for completely free for the first month. And if you're a student, you can actually get 18 months for free, which is insane. So once I've showed you around VEO, I also want to show you my two workflows to create realistic images. So for this, we're going to be using a few different tools. And then I'm also going to show you how you can take those images and make them look way more realistic, because if you have generated images of yourself in the past, you probably realized that they're a little bit waxy. So I'm going to show you how to add more detail so it looks way more realistic when you actually go ahead and turn those into videos. Now, for the second workflow, I'm going to be showing you a brand new tool which I've been using for the last few months, and it's a super efficient way to create custom AI images of yourself with nearly no experience, which is really awesome. And they just integrated Google's API, so you can turn these images into videos right inside of the same platform. So it's super easy. Now, real quick, right before we jump into it, if you're new to AI and want to actually learn how to use all the best tools to create content for your brand, or you just want to stay ahead of the curve, then be sure to check out my AI community down below, because we're going to be showing you how to do all of that. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the tool that makes these talking videos is a brand new tool by Google called VEO 3, and we just updated it so you can now add your own images and turn those into videos. And of course with VEO, it now allows us to add audio so we can turn them into talking videos. The really cool part here is you can generate up to 50 videos in super high quality, and I think it's over 125 videos in the normal quality. And the best part is you can do it for completely free for 1 month. And if you're a student, you can actually have an account for 18 months for free. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do that, and then we're going to jump into VEO to start generating our videos. So you start off by heading over to Google and then type in VEO 3. Then you want to make sure that you click on the Gemini.google, because this is where you're going to get access to the trial version. So you click on this link right here. We'll also leave it linked in the description down below. Then you'll go ahead and click on subscriptions here, and you'll see that we now have this Google AI Pro. So you can see that it's completely free. Now, when this first released, this plan didn't have access to VEO 3 and Flow, which allows us to make these videos with audio. But now you can see that it does have access. And if you're a student and you logged into your student account, you actually see a little promo here where it says get it for 18 months. If you don't see it here, then you can either use a VPN to connect to a different country so you can get access to it. But you can also go to Google and then just type in VEO 3 student. Then you're going to see this student link right here, Gemini for Students. Then go ahead and click on subscriptions, and then you'll see that you can get 18 months for free, which is awesome because then that allows you to generate like over 1,000 videos over the course of 18 months, which is really awesome. So once you've gone ahead and created your account, you then want to go ahead and head over to flow.google, because this is going to give us the most customizability when it comes to creating our videos. So then click on create with Flow. It's going to bring you onto this page right here. If you've never used it before or you haven't seen any videos on how to use it, I'll quickly walk you through it. Just click on new project. I'm actually going to go ahead and click on one of my old projects, just so you can see some of the samples of the videos that we've generated as well. Now, when it comes to creating your videos, it's incredibly simple. Just hover down here where you see text to video, then you're going to click on this new frames to video, and this is going to allow us to add our images. Now, one thing to note, and make sure you do this straight away before doing anything, if it doesn't say VEO 3 fast, you want to make sure you change it to fast. So click on the settings and then the model, and then you'll see you have VEO 3 quality and VEO 3 fast. Now, quality gives you the best quality quality possible. Fast gives you a 720p quality, but it uses over half the credits, so it makes it way more cheaper. And the added bonus of using fast is it will then also allow you to upscale it. So if you really like that video, you can upscale it straight inside of VEO, or you can just use an alternative video upscaler. And also, to make sure that you don't burn through all your credits, make sure that your output is set to 1, because if you're generating 4 videos and then you really don't like any of it, then you just wasted 4 times the credits. So go with 1, and then make sure you learn how to use the platform. And if you want to start generating more outputs with just 1 prompt, you can then change that, but just be aware that it's going to use a lot more credits. So to actually start making videos with our face, we want to go ahead and click on this button right here, and then you can go ahead and click on upload, and then upload whatever image you want. Now, you'll see here that I've already uploaded a few images, so we can go ahead and click on any of these. These are all AI generated, but you can see that you can also add your own real face. One thing to note is currently, I think real people is only available in the US. So if you want to use a real face, then make sure that you use a VPN linked to the US, because then you'll be able to use that. Now, when it comes to actually prompting your videos, you can actually see from these examples right here that the prompting is super simple. Now, it will default by using an American accent. So to bypass this, all you have to do is say speaking excitedly in a British voice, or an African voice, or a Japanese voice, whatever you want, and then it will learn that and obviously speak in that accent, which is really nice. So if we go ahead and give it a quick demo, we can put speaking in a British voice, and then we can say you can now make videos of anyone talk. Double check that you're using VEO3 fast. If you're not, head to your settings, make sure your output is to 1 and that you're using VEO3 fast. Then you'll go ahead and click on generate, and it takes about, I'll say 20 to 30 seconds to generate. It is incredibly fast. We're also going to go ahead and generate another video, this time using one of my AI avatars. I'm going to show you how to create your own avatars as well in this video, so stay tuned for that. So we can use this one right here. I'm looking a little bit grumpy, but that's okay. We're going to keep with the theme, going speaking in a British voice, and this time we're going to say, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Now bear in mind, Google VEO videos only have a duration of about 8 seconds, so you can't say too much and it'll just cut off if you do extend it. So you can always go ahead and make your text exactly how you want it, and it might cut off. Then you have to reprompt it to finish saying what you want, so you have another video. So we're gonna go ahead and click on generate, and by the power of editing, our videos are now ready. So let's go ahead and give it a quick preview. A quick reminder that this first video is a video using a real image of myself. Let's give it a quick look.
You can now make videos of anyone talk.
So boom. So it says exactly what you want. It's in a British voice. And in hindsight, that was only about 3 seconds. I think it ended about here, maybe 4 seconds. So we could have actually used the rest of the text saying, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. And it probably would have said the entire sentence. Now, when we generated the second one using an AI character, you'll notice at the top left, it says no audio generated. Now, this is an issue with Google currently at the moment. Because the audio is in beta, it can't always generate with audio. So unfortunately, it does use up credits, but all you have to do is click on reuse prompt. It will then add your image and your prompt, and then you have to hit generate again. I have spoken directly with Google to address this issue because it is a bit annoying, because then you're just wasting credits. But I regenerated it using a different image, so we can go ahead and give this a quick watch.
You can now make videos of anyone talk, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
So that's exactly perfect. It managed to say everything we had in the prompt. It added a British voice, and you even noticed that it also added sound effects like ambient, background, seagulls, and all of that, which is really, really cool. I do want to quickly go ahead and show you some other examples. So these are some other AI generated videos that we've done.
Videos of anyone talk.
And then another one here.
Because you can now make videos of anyone talk.
And you can see that it's really good because it adds like a handheld camera effect. You can of course prompt it to do that, but I just went this simple route and just added speaking in a British voice and then the text that I wanted to say. And again, if you do want to upscale these, because I'm using VEO3 fast, you can go ahead and click on the download button and then upscale to 1080p. But again, you can use a third-party video upscaler if you don't wish to do it inside of here, because it is pretty slow. Okay, so now you have a good understanding of how to actually make your images talk. I want to quickly show you how you can then create your own AI characters, and there's two ways that you can do this. The first way is going to be using MidJourney. So this is used by a ton of creators to create really stylized images. And you can actually use a brand new feature called omnireference, where you can import an image of yourself, and then it will take that image and then recreate an image with whatever you've prompted. So here you can see we have a bunch of images of me in a lab or something, a corridor. Then we've got some of me in a studio, and then we have some in a spaceship, and therefore. So I'm going to show you how you can actually go ahead and do this. So we want to start off by heading over to MidJourney and then clicking on Add Image. Here you'll see you have a bunch of options, and we want to click on Omnireference. This is basically going to take your character and then recreate your character exactly. So you can go ahead and grab any image you want. So we'll grab a high quality one of myself, and then you want to go ahead and set the Omni strength to minimum 100 or up to 250. You want to play around with these settings to get the best results. So let's go ahead with Omni 150, and then you can go ahead and prompt it whatever you want. Now, if you have no idea what you want to prompt, I suggest heading over to ChatGPT. Then you can go ahead and click on GPTs. And then from here, you can actually go ahead and type in MidJourney, which is really cool. So it'll create some really curated MidJourney prompts for you. So we go ahead and type in MidJourney right here. You want to make sure that you're selecting the latest model. So currently, as of July 18th, 2025, we're on MidJourney V7, and we want photorealistic image prompts. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one, then start chat. Now, to get the absolute best results, what I recommend you to do is go back to your images, import your image into ChatGPT, say, this is an image of me. I want to create a realistic photo of me in a forest. Make sure to use all my facial features you see in this image and give me 5 different prompt scenarios. Go ahead and hit enter. ChatGPT is going to work its magic, and then it's going to give you 5 different prompts just like this. So if we go ahead and grab this first one right here, copy it, and then we're going to head back to MidJourney, and then inside of here we're going to go ahead and paste that in. Now if you want to customize it even further, click on the settings. You can choose your aspect ratio. Now you can actually import 9:16 images into VEO, and then it's going to create a 9:16 one, but it's still creating it in a 16:9 aspect ratio. So it's basically just taking your image and putting that into a 16:9 video. So the quality is going to be worse. So I would just recommend using 16:9. There are also ways that you can use Lumilabs to then reframe that into a 9:16 aspect ratio if you want. If you want it to look more realistic, then definitely use the raw preset, and then make sure that you're using version 7. Then go ahead and click on generate. And as you can see, it's given us 4 different previews right here. They look pretty good. We can of course make them a lot better if we spend a little bit more time doing it. But once you have an image, say you like this one, for example, you'll notice that it's not centered. So if you did want to fix this, I recommend going over to edit. Then you can click on the move and resize. Then you can set your scale to about 70%. You can then recenter yourself, click submit, and then you'll see that it starts to regenerate 4 new previews, which look like this. So here you've got the first one, the second one, third one, and fourth one. Now I always recommend upscaling your images because you can see it looks a little bit waxy. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can do it inside of MidJourney by just clicking on upscale to gallery, but the main downside of this is you have no flexibility. So this is what the image looks like inside of MidJourney once it's been upscaled. It looks pretty good, but I'm going to show you an even better way. So we're going to go ahead and download our image, and we're going to open up a new tab, and we're going to head over to FreePic. Now the really cool thing about FreePic is they currently have an offer on at the moment where you get unlimited image generations as well as unlimited video generations on selected models every single week. So it refreshes every single week, which is awesome. We're going to hover over the AI suite and then upscale image. Again, we'll leave a link to this in the description down below so you can go ahead and access it really quickly. We're going to go ahead and click on start upscaling. It's going to bring us onto this page right here. Then we can go ahead and drag and drop our image. And just make sure you click on Upscale if you haven't already. We're going to leave everything as default, but in the prompt, we're just going to say add more realism and skin textures to the face. And we click on Upscale. So here's the before, and then there's the after. Really, really good. Okay, now we're going to move on to the second workflow, which is using a brand new tool, which is not only super efficient, but it's also making it really easy to create custom AI images of yourself, which sometimes even give better results than MidJourney because it's actually using a data set of your images. So the tool that we're going to be using is called HiggsField.ai. You may have already seen that we've done quite a few videos on this tool because it is by far one of the leading AI tools out there right now because they're releasing updates every single week. And of course, if you want to go ahead and try HiggsField, we'll leave a link to that in the description down below just for easy access. So in order to create your own custom AI images, you want to go over and click on this new character button. From here, you can click on create a character. You can actually see it already have a few different characters, and then you'll go ahead and upload images. So it's basically telling you to upload over 20 images for the best results and avoid these kind of photos, and you want to focus on uploading images like this. So you go ahead and click on upload. We can go on VEO, and then you can see my data set. I'll give you a quick little demonstration of the images that we have in the data set, just to give you an idea of what images are good. So you've got images like this, it can be a selfie. You just want to make sure that your face is fully visible. You can be smiling, holding products. As long as your face is visible, you're not wearing hats or sunglasses. You can of course include 1 or 2 photos with this sort of stuff, but that's what we want to try and aim for to get the best results. So we go ahead and click on HiggsField dataset, click open, and then it's going to start uploading your images. And the really cool thing here is that it's going to tell you, one, how many images you've uploaded, and you can upload up to 70. So if you can, try and get 70 because you'll get the best results. But you'll also see that it rates your image quality. And here you can see that we've got excellent, which is really cool. You then give your character a name. So you can call it Seb, or you could call it, I don't know, Amy if you want, and then go ahead and click on create or generate, and it's going to take about 5 minutes to do your character. Now because we already have characters, we don't need to create a new one, but we can go ahead and click on Seb Twin here, which uses 52 photos. If we click on generate, you'll see that we have all of these images right here, which look really cool. Now, when it comes to generating your images with HiggsField, it's incredibly simple. You'll notice here we have a button. If you go ahead and click on that, you'll see you have all your visual styles. Now, this is because HiggsField is basically a preset platform where they have everything you need to make your life way easier. So you can see if we scroll down here, we have a bunch of different presets, a bunch of different visual styles. You got Y2K, you got all of these sort of stuff that you see back in the day, like vintage 2000 cams, and then all of it. So if we go ahead and click on this one, because we already have a prompt ready, a selfie of a young man on a snowy mountain, then you can go ahead and change your quality and your aspect ratio. So we can go to 16:9 and then just make sure that it is on Sol. Then you can go ahead and click on generate, and then it'll give you an image that looks like this with the power of editing. Boom. We've got 4 image previews and they're all fairly different, which is really nice because then it gives us a bit of variety. This is the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. And you notice that the prompt that we used was incredibly simple. It was basically a young man on a snowy mountain or something like that. But if you actually go ahead and click on edit prompt, you'll see that it has actually transformed it into a super detailed prompt. Now this is because it's using these effects I showed you at the start with all the visual styles. It basically takes your instruction and then it takes the style and then it creates a custom prompt, which you can see at the very end here. So you can also save these for later so you can use them in other image models if you want. But you can see that the images look really good. And the thing I love about this is that it gives you a lot of variety. So say you generated something inside of MidJourney, it's all going to be pretty much the same with your 4 generations that it gives you, but here you can see we've got a bunch of variety, which is great. Now, of course, we want to go ahead and turn this into a talking video. And like I said at the start of this video, you can do it all inside of HiggsField, which is amazing. And not to mention, HiggsField plans start at only $9, which is like the price of a coffee and a croissant, which is awesome. Once you have your image that you like, you can go ahead and click on video. From here, you will see that you have your video models. Then you want to go ahead and click on VEO free Here you'll see you have the high quality one and then the fast. Again, if you want to save on credits and not burn through them, click on fast because it's like 5 times cheaper. From here, we can do the exact same thing. So speaking in a British accent, and then we could say something like, hey guys, I'm on a mountain, how cool is this? Then we go ahead and click on generate, and then it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to generate our video with the power of editing, and boom.
Hey guys, I'm on a mountain. How cool is this?
Pretty amazing stuff, right? We went from having no AI image of ourselves to creating a full-on character that we can create unlimited images in unlimited styles without having to need to know how to prompt our images, to then having 4 different variations and then turning that into a talking video, all inside of just one platform at a super affordable price. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but we went through a few different workflows for you to generate talking videos. If you did enjoy this, then don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, if you found this helpful and you want to learn how to use all of the best AI tools, then be sure to check out my AI community. It's called the Creator Lab. It's down below, and I'll see you in the next one.